The devastation of addiction robs children of the love they deserve. Mothers lost in addiction can find themselves separated from their children, physically, emotionally, and mentally.
My name is Christina Valerie, and I work for NCADD, which is National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. I used to be an addicted drug addict to meth.
Well, I had struggled trying to come off of crystal meth and alcohol for a very long time.
I was real bad in my addiction.
I was in a pretty bad situation. I was using drugs. My son was with me.
My kids were taken into CPS custody, and I had no choice but to go into a residential treatment center.
I asked if there was anywhere where I could go with my children to get further help, and that's where I was introduced into Weldon House, and it changed my whole life.
Fortunately, there is a place that not only helps women conquer their addictions, it also allows them to enrich their relationship with their children throughout their recovery.
When you're used to being an addict, you're used to just sitting on your butt, so it's easy to do that. And then you come into a program and they're like, well, you're gonna have to work for what you want. So it's time to work.
When they get here, most of them have what they have on their backs and what their babies have on their backs. We need to get everything. The apartments are all totally furnished, right down to napkins when a new woman comes in with her children.
Being here at Weldon House, they help me get in touch with counselors for my children and for myself. And my son has done a 360. His grades have gone from being an F and D child to being an A and B student, and someone that they can look up to now, the other kids at school.
At the Weldon House, women learn to conquer their addictions, become self-sufficient, and provide for their families.
Actually meeting with my case manager helped me to decide to stay. She reminded me that my son, who at that time was 4 months, is worth it. So from then, I was like, okay, I can do this.
You know, I always thought that Jack was #1 in my life throughout my addiction. I always thought, and I believed that. I would say, oh, he's #1, but it wasn't true, and I didn't really realize that until I came here.
I'm gonna have a great future for me and my kids. I'm not gonna have to depend on anybody else to help support me. I can do this on my own, which is something I never would have dreamt of seeing in the past, and that's all thanks to Weldon House.
Please help us in this effort to give struggling mothers a chance for the future. Donate to the Weldon House to provide a family with a second chance.